Joy and Peter love story began simply but beautifully. They met as young adults, fell in love through long conversations and shared struggles, and soon built a home together. Their house was small, but it was filled with laughter, late-night cooking, and dreams of a future that felt certain. Peter was known for his kindness. He believed in helping others, sometimes even before helping himself. That was how Daniel came into their lives. Daniel had been Peter's childhood friend, someone he trusted like a brother. When Daniel struggled to find work, Peter stepped in and helped him secure a stable job. From that day, Daniel was always around, visiting often, sharing meals, and becoming part of their daily life. But what Peter didn't see was the quiet tension underneath. From the beginning, Daniel had made subtle advances toward Joy, lingering stares, compliments that felt too personal, small gestures that crossed boundaries. Joy always brushed them off, avoiding confrontation out of respect for Peter's friendship. She never wanted to create conflict between the two men. Still, Daniel's behavior made her uneasy. Sometimes, Daniel would jokingly blame Peter, saying things like, "You took Joy before I even had the chance." It sounded playful, but there was truth hidden beneath his words. Joy ignored it, believing loyalty and time would keep everything in place. Then illness struck. Peter became seriously sick, and their world collapsed. Doctors said he needed expensive treatment to survive. Fear replaced laughter, and bills replaced dreams. Joy watched the man she loved grow weaker, and desperation crept into her heart. One night, Peter mentioned Daniel. "He's my brother. I trust him. Ask him for help," Peter said. Those words stayed with Joy as she set off on a long journey to meet Daniel. The trip was exhausting: dusty roads, crowded buses, and finally, a wide river she had to cross on foot. As the cold water rushed around her legs, guilt and fear swirled inside her. She felt like she was walking toward something she couldn't escape. When she reached Daniel, the tension between them resurfaced immediately. Daniel listened to her plea, but his expression held something darker, something Joy had always feared. The conversation became emotional, complicated, and filled with desperation. In a moment, clouded by fear for Peter's life and Daniel's lingering desire, Joy made a choice she would regret forever. Daniel gave her the money afterward. Joy left silently, clutching it with trembling hands, carrying both hope and unbearable guilt. The treatment saved Peter. Slowly, he regained his strength. Life seemed to return to normal until the truth surfaced. Whether through confession or discovery, Peter learned what had happened. The betrayal shattered him. It wasn't just Joy action, it was the involvement of Daniel, the friend he had trusted, helped, and welcomed into his home. Peter forgave Joy in words, but could not rebuild the trust they once shared. Their marriage ended quietly, leaving behind memories of love that now felt distant and fragile. Time passed, and life moved forward in unexpected ways. Joy eventually healed from the pain and found love again, remarrying and starting a new chapter. Peter, though cured of his illness, also moved on, learning to live with the scars of betrayal. But Daniel's story took a darker turn. Not long after the incident, Daniel was diagnosed with brain cancer. His health declined rapidly, and his death came suddenly and mysteriously. Some whispered it was fate. Others believed it was simply life's cruel timing. But those who knew the story couldn't help but wonder if his actions had somehow caught up with him. The tale of Joy, Peter, and Daniel became a quiet lesson among those who heard it, a story about love, trust, desperation, and consequences. And it leaves one haunting question. What do you think happened to Daniel? Was it karma, coincidence, or just life's mystery? Share your thoughts in the comments.